Okay, today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to replace this well. As you see, I have a cap on it now, but it was a thermometer like that was on it. However, it broke off right at the fitting right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut off the water, remove that cap, and replace that well with this. Now this is the thermometer. This right here is the little well that I can unscrew this with one hand. This little, here we go. So this piece right here is going to go inside that pipe. And basically take off that, I believe that's a 3/4 cap. I'm not sure. But take off that 3/4 cap. We're going to screw this into that slot. It goes halfway into the pipe, and then the thermometer screws right into it. So it's basically like a little sleeve, a hollow sleeve, just like that. Goes right into it. The only thing is, when I shut the water off, these two lines backfeed because they're all coming from upstairs, 3 floors down. So I'm going to do my best to isolate it as much as possible. We already sent our notice out that we're going to shut the water off around this time. So just going to kill all these branches that come into here. That branch, if you see it, feeds into there. I want to feed this branch. Now this branch here, if I trace it back, goes back to these two right here. So that one there, whenever the valve is across the pipe, that means it's off. So do the same thing over here. I'm going to just cross the pipe. You know, these pipes are hot, so just got to be careful. Now this one here, the same thing. That one feeds up. I don't think I need to shut that one off. It feeds up. So it's coming through there. Shit. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to kill these pumps. So these pumps are not... Kill all 4 pumps. I'm going to kill those pumps so it's not putting pressure on the valves as they're closed. Now see that recirculator pump back there, that red recirculator pump? I'm going to kill that valve right above it. Even though it may not do anything, but there's always the chance you get the back feed coming through. So I got that. That's feeding it from the bottom. Now, let me come over here and check the top. It's going to be feeding from the top up here. So kill that one. So basically, that one, it comes up, feeds right to there. So I got it stopped from there. I don't think these two pipes are connected. Now they're 2 separate pipes. But we are going to get water backing into this. And even this side here, we should kill this. So let's kill this one just to isolate as much as possible. Because these are all, they're double. For each side is another one. So we're going to kill both just to be on the safe side. Okay, so that's like, that stops it from there. I'm still going to have a feed coming off those tops, and I can't stop that feed. Let's see what we got there. We get all of these off. Everything is off. I wonder if I should just kill this one. Does this make a sense to kill this one? So I don't, it's not connected to that. So if it's not connected to that one, it shouldn't have to disconnect it. But so basically, we have this one off that's going to feed to here. We got these 2 off that are feeding this here. So we got those 2 off. The one that's feeding here, we got those 2 off up there. And the only possible way water could come in would be up here. Now if this is a separate pipe, which I think it is, this should kill the water from coming up there. If the water comes through the back, it's only hitting the recirculator side. But it shouldn't, theoretically it shouldn't do that. So we're going to shut the main off just in case. So we want to just reduce all the pressure as possible. So we're going to kill this bad boy right here, which is, there we go. So that's off. Let's cross the pipe, it's off. Now, I'm going to try to set this camera on the side somewhere so you can see what I'm doing. It's going to be a little difficult because I don't have a tripod with me. So I'm going to try to set it like right here. Maybe you can watch. Let's see what's going on here. Hold on. Hello? What's going on? Yeah, they're at the office now. Okay, we'll make a note of that. Oh, okay, cool. Alright, I'll make 11, you said 11,304? Alright, cool, 11,304. Alright, yep. Cool. Alright, let me get back to this. I'm going to take this knot off here, this cap, and I'm going to keep this close by. But before I take it off, I'm going to get out some Teflon tape. I'm going to put the Teflon tape on this bad boy. So if I put this Teflon tape on it now, it's going to save me a lot of headache from doing it before. Now, always put the Teflon tape, if you're holding the pipe with your left hand, I always do it this way. If I'm holding the pipe with my left hand, I put the threads towards me and I wrap it clockwise. That's my rule of thumb. That way I know it's going onto the pipe when I thread it. So if I have the thread in my hand facing me, it's always going clockwise. Now this, you need a few turns, you don't need a whole lot of it. Just enough to get it snug up. So that should be good right there. About 3 or 4 turns, that's well enough. Now, I'm going to get out my channel locks. I always keep a pair of channel locks with you, just in case. Now I know there's water going to come out of here, so I'm going to let the water come out. And this water it's not that hot. It's fairly warm, but not hot. So I'm just going to take this cap off, let whatever water comes out real fast, stick this in and try to screw it in. So I'm trying to do it as quick as possible so I get the minimum amount of water coming out of there. So let's see what we got here. This cap falls off, let it fall. I think right there is about the closest I want to get it. Once this water starts dripping, I'm going to swap it out real quick. So you can see maybe a couple more turns on that. Let's see what we got here. Let the water come out. Okay, now let's see what happens. Don't want to. It's kind of tight. Might be a lot of pressure under it. If it comes out, it comes out. Ready? Here we go. Got water come down. I'm gonna plug this in. 3, 1, 2. Okay, I got it back in there. I'm gonna tighten it up. Now I know I gotta snug it, nice and snug. Maybe another snug. One more, just to make. Now these things you don't want to over tighten. So basically, from that point on, I can turn the water back on because putting that inside the well is not a problem. So now I'm going to reverse what I did. Open these valves back up. Open all these valves right back up. So that way, always remember the valves you touched, so that you know what you touched and what you didn't touch. I know the circulator pump I got to touch in the back there, and the 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. So I'm gonna do those real quick. This one I never touched, I left it alone. This one here I'm gonna open back up. This one here is already open, that's already open. This one here gotta be open. See if I can get that. It's not hot. There we go. Get that back in there. Now there's one more valve over here I gotta touch. Okay, let's check them all out. This one right here, and then the one on the other side. So, not sure which way this goes. There we go. Don't force it. If it doesn't go, just check and see why it's not going. Okay, this one, same thing. Just pushing it back up. So that's an open valve there. Open. All these valves are open, open, open. Okay. I'm gonna turn the pumps on after I turn the water on. Okay. Main valve is back open. Gonna check over here. Turn these 4 pumps back on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, 4 pumps are back on. Check over here, make sure there's no leaks. And there's no leaks. Looks like I saw a small drip, but if it is, I can just tighten it. And maybe that's just a little residue. Yeah, maybe that's residue. Just keep an eye on it just to make sure. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hey, how are you doing?
Alright.
Just trying to find out where the new fiber connect. Oh, here we go, right here. Here you go, Jeremy.
And that.
This one for real long.
I'm gonna put this well back inside. Now this well is gonna sit just like this. Put that well. Now this doesn't have to be so tight. Just gotta snug it up. Okay. Once you get it snug, I'm gonna snug this up to it just a little bit more. Okay. Put my wrench on this and just snug this up again, just a little snug. So I saw a couple of drips, so in the event that that does keep dripping, or if it does drip, I can always take it out and repack it. Right now I don't see it dripping, so maybe that did it. It was dripping before. Okay, so now we're just gonna snug this up. Just snug it. Not too tight, because this doesn't have to be all that tight. There's no real tightness involved here. It's just gotta be tight enough to stay sturdy. And you can actually hand tighten it if you had to. So what I'm gonna do is gonna give it like a little snug, maybe like right there. Guess that's good. You can make it straight. Let me unloosen it just a little bit, just so that's straight right there. All right, how's that? Looks pretty good. We can always adjust it later if it needs to be adjusted. That's snugged. So there you have it. We just changed this thermometer well. Basically goes into this pipe right here. I'm not sure the size of this pipe. I think it's an 1.5 inch pipe. I'm not sure because of the insulation that's on it. But I think it's an inch, 1.5 inches. I could be wrong. It's bigger than 3/4, that's for sure. And it's not this one here. It's a little, I don't think it's that big. Then again, it could be that big. Maybe it is that size. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. I guess that is 1.5 inches though. Yeah. That looks like 1.5 inches. I'm not that great on pipe sizes, but that's no bigger than 2 inches. So that's probably 1.5 inches to 2 inches right there. I'm not sure which one it is, but basically it's that size pipe they use. Matter of fact, you can see it right there. There we go. See that? Inside that little insulation piece is that. Actually, it's right there. So So that's, I'm gonna go along with 1.5 inches because I think that's what it is. Alright guys, until next time, I'm Neza Porter. If you like this video, please subscribe and I will do a lot more of them. By the way, this is the mixing valve. For those of you who don't know, it looks like a regular shower valve, but this is the mixing valve. Now, from what I understand, it takes the cold water on this side, which is, this is supposed to be the cold water coming in on the right. The hot's supposed to be on the left. It mixes it into here. So now this is your supply. So this is where it would go out to the building. So this part would be going out. It's coming in on this side, hot coming in, cold coming over here. This is where you set your temperature right here. Don't move this because you want it that temperature. This is probably coming at I believe this is 160 to 170 degrees on the side, and you're mixing it down to about you can't go over 115, so you're probably around 115, 120 in that area. No, actually 120 might be too hot, but you don't want to go over 120 for sure. I think you'd want to be 110, 115 to be on the safe side. The maximum is you want 120, but nothing higher than that. Now this should be for your supply for your recirculator. So down here is when the recirculator calls for more. If this gets cold for any reason, this is where the recirculator brings it back around again. And the recirculator is on the other side, which is over there. So the recirculator just recirculates the hot water from the top all the way back down again. So when you open the faucet, hot faucet on the top floor, it doesn't take you 5-10 minutes to run the water. So that's the recirculator pump right there. And it has an aquastat on this side that controls it. But I didn't want to get into too much details with this aquastat and everything because these could get complicated if you're not too sure how they work. But this aquastat basically controls that motor, that recirculator motor over there. And whenever that calls for heat, when it's not the right temperature, it only turns on the motor when it's not satisfied. Once it's satisfied, it will shut the motor back off. This is a bypass. This is only for the purpose of having the recirculator pump. If the recirculator pump was not here, you probably wouldn't need this valve, because this which allows it to come back in. Then if it passes through here again, it's going to pass through at a lower temperature, using less hot water on this side, balancing it out. If it needs more hot water, it's going to send more hot water through. It's only going to balance it out based on the temperature coming through this. But till next time, guys, this is the old one I changed out. It broke. But till next time, I'm Neza Porter. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe. I plan on making more down the line. Thanks for watching.